This is video reflection for Sunday, January the 25th, which is yesterday, and I'm filming this today because I came home yesterday at about 12. Is this my home? No, this is my school dormitory, new school dormitory that I'll be staying for the next 4 days, during which I need to perform all the experiments for number 8, 15, track them, analyze the data, finish my PowerPoint presentation. Yeah, it's a breeze, you know? Anyway, so yesterday I went home and I met my friends. I went back to my hometown, which is Ulsan, which, if you don't know where that is, it's right between North Korea and Seoul. So yeah, it's like somewhere in the middle. But I went there, I had a great time with my friends. Since we're all over 19 now, which is the legal age limit for drinking alcohol and smoking and movies, me and my friends decided to go to a pub. I actually don't know the difference between a pub and a bar. So in Korea we have this thing where it's just a restaurant, but it's more specialized for drinking. So the deal is basically all the food is more expensive and also in smaller servings, and they're more stimulating. So either more spicy, more salty, more sweet. So that kind of balances out with the bitterness of the alcohol, or so I've heard. I didn't drink any yesterday, and I don't plan to, because that's kind of, like, that's a promise with myself. So yeah, maybe in the far future I might have a circumstance where it requires me and forces me to break that promise, but for the current time being and for the foreseeable future, I have no intention of going back on that oath. Anyway, I didn't drink, but we still had a great time. So we went there, and then the interesting thing was, as I mentioned, all the food is super expensive. So there was this picture of this Japanese food, which is like rice rolls, and on top they give you like salmon or just beef or something you can choose. But in the picture, it was like a large serving, and then the rice rolls were really thick. And so we ordered that, and then, so if this was the rice rolls of the picture, this was the rice rolls we got, which was disappointing because that stuff was expensive, man. That was my first time going to one of those restaurants, and so I was honestly kind of annoyed and surprised. But, I had good company, so we had a great time. Anytime I meet with those friends, they're my friends from middle school, not my friends from KMLA. But anytime I meet with my middle school friends, I just really like spending time with them because it reminds me that I kind of also have that side of me which can, take it easy, enjoy life a bit more. Honestly, this is just me being retrospective, and if I hadn't come to KMLA, I would have thought I missed out. But now that I have come to KMLA, I also ironically think that I've missed out on that more laid-back, relaxed teenage life that I feel I owe to myself. That's not true. And, either path you choose, you still lose something. And I know that, but still, it's just, my mind doesn't really work logically, I just kind of feel like I've missed out. Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think so, because I can always make new decisions based on what I've felt and what I've reflected in the past. So if I felt I've missed out on that more normal, more relaxed life, then maybe next time when I have a choice of attending a more more dedicated or more committed academy I can pull out, if that choice ever comes. Anyway, we also watched this horror movie. So for like the first 3 hours, we went to this pop-up store in Seoul, and then we moved to the pub that I mentioned, and then we moved to one of my friends' houses, and he lives in one of those really tall skyscraper kind of houses. So he lives on the 33rd floor, which, yeah, I mean, that blows my mind too. And that building has like 50 floors, which that's crazy. But anyway, it was nighttime, and it was a clear sky. So he had this like glass window, and I could see all the way to Seoul. That was beautiful. And I really want to have that night view. I was really envious about, his view, because it was beautiful. I think it's fantastic that you can see something like that from the comfort of your home. That's amazing. So if I ever make enough money, then I'll definitely buy a house that's really high up and that's not empty, but that's really high up and resides in the city. So when the sun goes down, I can see all the lights flickering and go to sleep with that view, because that's beautiful, and I like beautiful things. Yeah, the countryside has its beauties. The sunset, the trees, the mountains, they're very beautiful. The snow, that's also beautiful. But the city also has its beauties, It has the skyscrapers, it has the city lights, it has the traffic, it has the moving cars, so that's also very beautiful. It looks like my teammates are here. I'll try to wrap this up quickly. Yeah, hey, can I film this for like 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so, what else? Oh yeah, and then so we went to his home. He cooked the second dinner for us. It was like a very interesting pasta. Interesting in the sense that the shape of the pasta was interesting, because one of my friends, they went to the United States as a vacation, and she bought a lot of fun, quirky merchandise from the States, and then one of them was the pasta shaped like dick and balls. So, but I mean, the pasta tasted great. It just was interesting visually. I mean, other than that, oh yeah, and then so we were eating that, and then we decided to watch a horror movie. And I woke up today, and then the first thing I did was I searched up like the analysis for the ending of the horror movie, because I didn't understand it. I mean, it was fun, and it wasn't like just jump scares, which is boring. But I also didn't understand it. But now I do, because I read all about it, and it's about distrust and not believing and like stereotyping, that kind of thing. Yeah, but interesting. I'd say it was interesting. Yeah, so all in all, I guess what I really want to say is, thanks to those friends, I could catch a break from KYPT, from KMLA, from all this. I could catch a break. And I could also see how, it doesn't really take a lot for, I guess, life to be enjoyable. That's all you really need. Good friends and a good time. So that's what I had yesterday. Good friends and a good time. So hopefully I look forward to having more good friends and more good times down the line when I graduate from high school, during high school, and in the States. So I guess that helped me gain a lot more of a much more positive perspective and outlook. But that's about it. I'll see you guys later today, because I'll film another one today. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.